All right. All right, guys. So we are in the garage checking out my MR2 Spider, the Turbo Spider, right? K-Swap. So K-Swap is going well. Only thing I have to do is get the axle assemblies and the sway bar and stuff like that, end links, get all that stuff hooked up, torqued down, and then get the wheels, the brake calipers, and then the wheels put on, torqued down, right? So this is kind of just to test my new audio video setup, and then kind of give a little update, right? So I have the Koenig HyperSpecs on the car, 17 by 8, 40 millimeter offset up front, and then 17 by 9, 45 millimeter offset in the back. So the setup is looks good. Continental Extreme Contact Force, 225 45 17 in the front, and looking at it from up here, you can see that there's almost a little bit of poke. It's actually pretty flush, very slight bulge. If you can look at how much the tires kind of bulge past the wheels. So definitely some good rim protection here. Kind of hard to see, but yeah, they protrude. The tires protrude probably a quarter of an inch past the wheels. Anyway, so that's the fronts, right? Very flush, about a millimeter or two on the inside before you touch the stock springs. So if I were to take like a piece of 18 gauge wire, it'll kind of bind a little bit between the suspension and the wheel, but they don't touch. And so I'm really hoping that with the car on the ground, nothing makes contact. So anyway, that's the front. The back is 255, where is it? 255 40 17. And yeah, good space. You'll hear the rusted brakes and calipers, right? So this is almost, bolted down, torqued down, everything. But this is just kind of what she looks like. So we'll get like a, come on, where's my focus at? Right there. Okay. So that's what the rear quarter looks like. I don't know if I can get a side view. Oh, well, actually, let's do this here. A little bit of poke on the back. You can see that I can go kind of over the car a little bit, and this is a slight poke. So, pretty aggressive fitment. I like it though. Can't wait to see what it looks like and, drives like. In comparison to 15 45 17 on here, and you can see that there's really no poke here, and then 245 and yeah, so actually this is 235. Where's my focus? Yeah, maybe not too much stuff right here with the engine. Okay, there it is. 235 40 17 in the back, and these are both, I believe, 35 millimeter offset on this, so less of an aggressive fitment. 17 by 8 front and back. This is a 5 by 100 on the rear, 4 by 100 on the front. So this is going to have a more aggressive setup. This is going to have stock springs for the time being, and this should be a little bit more comfortable to get in and out of day to day, right? I did not plan this to track autocross, anything. I want to kind of drag it a little bit just to see how quick, I can get 0 to 60, quarter mile, maybe a 60 to 100, it's easy on the drivetrain. And what is it, like 100 to 200, kilometers, 60 to 120, whatever it is. So I kind of want to see what that number is going to be for this. And of course, this is the turbo setup. This is the Gen 2 6062. Should be, unopened K series, a little over 400 horsepower is what I'm hoping for. And then eventually, it'll get the K20 turbo, and then I'll add AC with a little bit extra space under the car. And 9.5 to 1 compression ratio, so I can kind of turn the turbo up and really get more out of that turbo. And then this setup should be, maybe push towards like 600 horsepower or something like that. Nothing too crazy, but I want to see how much it'll make. I want to see what it drives like, and then I want to figure out like what boost level I'm going to use, just to day-to-day drive it. So anyway, that is pretty much it for this. This is really me testing my, not a major update, but really testing my camera setup, playing around with my mic. I haven't really played around with the video settings yet, but I'll get there eventually as I learn more about my camera setup. So that's pretty much it for this video. Anxious to get the car on the ground. I'm going to be out of town for a little bit here and there, so I'm not going to make the progress as fast as I want. But once I get back in, I'll take some time off, and then I'll really get this done. So I'm really, really hoping at this point to have this driving and possibly tuned before Christmas. So we'll see. We'll see. Fingers crossed goals, right? So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.